Hello, my gorgeous Scorpio, and welcome to your reading for this month of July. Let me bring up my little poster so I can tell you what this month is about. So we're going to have a look into the astrology today. We're also going to have a look into your cards for the month of July and some advice from Spirit. And this is about your whole life is expanding, but can you let go to grow? A bit of a tongue twister. So it's all about letting go so that you can grow. So let me pop up the potion that we have for you guys, which is I Am That Witch, is the one that will help you transcend this month the easiest. And it's about embracing your full power and your magic. Remember, when you purchase a potion, you also receive a free invite to come along to our new moon events. This is the one for last month, which was in Cancer. This one coming up will be new moon in Leo. So an exciting energy. And yeah, head on over there to check out all the details that are in the description box below. To book a reading with me to go in depth, you can head on over to solreta.com and you'll see more about my readings there. And do keep an eye out because there is about to be a new offer over there as well, a new reading on offer. So I look forward to surprising and sharing that with you all. So let's get into about today. So we said before, it's about expanding your whole life, but can you let go to grow? And that's exactly why I have the beautiful kunzite crystal. So we even find some of these in Australia, as well as other different countries. I think Russia might be another one of them. But essentially, this is one that really opens your heart to more that multidimensional love. So it helps us to align, and I was going to say the word assign, with a higher version of us. So it helps everything else to kind of purge and to fall away. It's really great in terms of EMF protection as well, a really great stone for meditation, for astral projection, and astral protection. And it helps us to also access ethereal realms. So it's really good at strengthening our aura. So just as we were saying the other day on the I think it was the mystical reading show, the mystical show that I do on the weekends, we were talking about Herkimer Diamond being a beautiful one as well, to help to be like a shield or a force field aurically. This is another one that's a really great auric shield. It also helps to facilitate spiritual awakening. It helps to reduce anxiety, reduce stress, cellular function, cellular regeneration. It is such an amazing one, kind of an all-rounder. So let's pop that aside. So we've talked about your crystal and about your potion. Let's jump into the astrology. And I'll pop up again, just a little reminder. Oh, and also thank you for those that have hit that notification bell. And have a look for tomorrow. We've got making mala beads. That'll be one not to miss. And let me just jump into, so with the astrology, we have your whole life's expanding, but can you let go to grow, as we said. Okay, so let me just pop this down. Okay, lots of buttons. So the theme is new horizons, facing your fears, and it's specifically around fears of change. It's all about spiritual growth through releasing old structures. And I will give you an affirmation at the end of this part too. But July beckons you to expand your horizons as the sun journeys through Cancer and your ninth house of adventure and growth. Oh, reminding me to do something. So with this, it's also helping us to access higher learning. So this is why this crystal is absolutely perfect for this month. And with this first week that we're in right now as well, this is all about juggling unexpected last minute plans. It's all about like unexpected conversations and things that start to ignite your curiosity. So if you get an option like for a last minute invitation, or there's something that just seems like really intriguing, it's actually okay to invest the time into those things. So we will have Venus entering Gemini on the 4th of July alongside Neptune's retrograde. And with this, your heart will really be feeling for things that are more going to feel a lot deeper than what you've had in the past. So we're looking for deeper fulfillment. Also, just be mindful about self-care this month is really, really important, and just pacing yourself, because it's a big month to get through astrologically and energetically. So I just want you to pace yourself. We will also have Venus with the Saturn, I think it was Saturn retrograde in Aries from memory. And we've also got Neptune retrograde around the 6th, which will stir up an ambition inside of you. But you might also be feeling that frustrating kind of convoluted feeling of feeling ambition pop up, but also feeling maybe challenges with confidence or feeling like a hesitation around taking action on things. So have a look at like what it is that you're also trying to perhaps protect for yourself in that way. But yeah, you will maybe feel that, you know, it's a little bit daunting to take that leap of faith or that change. And with Uranus entering Gemini around the 7th, this is also where you might feel these shifts kind of uprooting you. So it might feel a little bit like things affecting stability, but this is definitely about facing your fears. So this is why we're also talking about the crystal. And this might also feel a little bit like loss or feeling like powerless or feeling uncertain. This is definitely part of how things are working for you this month. And I mean that in the kindest possible way. So as we've said over the last couple of months, that things are happening for you, not to you. This is the theme that we're seeing throughout the year for a lot of the signs. So anyway, we will have the Capricorn full moon around the 10th of July. This will definitely be a moment to invite you to surrender and to release things that no longer serve, whether that's people, places, situations, or things, maybe even doing a bit of a spring clean as well. This will also be part of your story in stepping up into your strength. So with releasing things, it's almost giving yourself a pat on the back for really letting yourself know how strong you can be. So it is a little bit like jumping hurdles. So we're going to have Saturn retrograde around the 13th of July. And this is definitely a time where we want to be adjusting routines, commitments, and things like that. It's looking at the kind of life that we want to live and putting things in place. So say, for example, if it's wanting to work on fitness and things, it's maybe, you know, taking the action to enroll in classes or gym or to eat healthy and prepare healthy meals, this side of things. So this is about you putting the work in. And with this, we're also going to have Mercury retrograde around July 18th. So this could also create, because we know with Mercury retrograde, this is making sure that we study over everything. So if there's new things coming up with work, or even if it's like sending out basic things like emails, you want to check that everything is correct, that you've attached all the documents, that you've signed everything that you need to sign. And I do always say, like with Mercury retrograde, it's not a time to be signing contracts or buying houses, things of this sort of nature. So it could also complicate travel or bring setbacks. So do take that into mind with Mercury retrograde as well, that it sometimes also when we have electronics and things break down. Anyway, this is going to require that you need to be a little bit more flexible and just have a little extra time, like a little period of grace. So say, for example, you need to be somewhere at like 7 o'clock. You might want to make sure that you're there at like 20 to 7, because it can be setbacks to that kind of degree. Anyway, near the end of the month, we'll have Mars and Venus, which will be challenging the nodes of fate and the nodes of destiny. So the north and south nodes, or sometimes called the node of karma. This will be around July 20th and 21st. So this also will bring a little bit of, I want to use the word hiccups because that's the word Spirit's giving me, around friendships. So they're not wanting to lay it on us too thick, but it's just watching out for feelings around uncertainty or inauthenticity. And you guys being Scorpio, you have your finger on the pulse when it comes to it. So I want you to trust your intuition around this as well. This is also going to be one of those things around boundary testing. And a lot of you beautiful Scorpios, you sometimes will also be looked upon as a resource or looked upon as, you know, counselors in a way, because you really do have that kind of energy that can dig deep to get to the issue or the core of problems. So you're really good at helping other people and helping friends, but just making sure that you have that boundary in place. And we will step into Leo season around the 22nd of July. So this is when we can start to really focus on goals, have a look at like your personal goals, your business goals, relationship goals, and just make sure that you're not having your time and energy pulled into other people's drama. And we will also have the new moon in Leo on the 24th. So this is definitely another avenue to step into your desires even deeper. So make sure you're doing your meditations, that you're doing your manifestation work, especially around this new moon, because it's quite a powerful one, being in Leo. And this is all about calling in your vision. It's all about holding an alignment and a vibration of success in whatever it is that's connected with your role, your mission, your true purpose. So we'll also see Venus enter Cancer on the 30th of July. So this will help you to further dive into your goals and that, but it will feel like an inspired, fresh energy. It'll feel like you have a lot more emotional support at the end of the month compared to what you have at the start of the month. So with this, it's going to empower you to keep persevering, keep like renewing your mission, keep diving in. It's like if first we don't succeed, try again is the energy that we have with this, but it's a lot easier at the end of the month. So it's trusting that your path will unfold just exactly as it's supposed to. And this is all about embodying courage this month and embodying surety with your boundaries and emotions. So the affirmation I've written for you guys is, I embrace change with courage, release fear, and move boldly towards my highest journey. So hence, that's why we're tapping into I Am That Witch being your power potion for the month. So let's have a look into the Alice in Wonderland deck. So this is the deck that we're going to be looking at tonight or for this month. And let's see what comes up. Okay, they're wanting two more. Okay, so for my beautiful Scorpio, let's flip these over and see what we have. Okay, oops, we have a bonus one. We have a 6th card that's just jumped out onto the floor, which is Queen of Swords. So we can say safely, because that's come up to do with the end of the month. So by the end of the month, you're more going to have your boundaries in place. You're going to know exactly what it is that you want. You're going to have a lot more clearness, a lot more direction, a lot more sort of downloads around feeling confident to speak those boundaries, which Scorpio doesn't always have that lack of confidence. Let's have a look. We have the 6 of Wands, which is celebrations, victories. I always say this is like choosing the timeline that we wish to vibrate or step into. We have the 5 of Cups with this and a 5 of Hedgehogs. So I would say this is really anything you can do to work on your confidence, because what we see here is stagnancy, disappointment, worry, fear. I feel like this is almost trying to create a future, but we're recreating from the past. So we need to totally purge and cleanse this energy. So what we said before, can you let go to grow? That's what we're seeing come up in the cards as well as the astrology. The next thing that we see going towards future or the end of the month, it's looking so much brighter. So we have the Sun and the 9 of Cups. The 10 of Teacups, even better. So with the Sun energy, we know this is about tapping into fun, tapping into happiness. This is that energy of just perfect divine timing. And I would say this is when we also step into the Leo time around the 22nd. We're also stepping into the Leo new moon as well. So we know that the Sun is ruled by Leo. And with the 10 of Cups, this is about like what it is that you desire. What is it that you're calling into fulfillment? Because it's definitely not these energies that we're seeing manifest at the start of the month. You know, we're really seeing such a clear line in the sand between what it is that's been repeating itself and what it is that you desire to call in instead. So as I said in the other show with Lisa Di Martino and Sherry Divban is, you know, when Spirit's showing us this energy, or we're even just getting the thing on repeat, we need to cancel, delete, and talk about exactly what we would desire instead. And we have Queen of Swords energy. So you're clearly communicating exactly what it is that you desire and want. Let me just tap into the Mystical Oracle deck, and we will have a look for some other cards. Ace of Wands. So Spirit is hearing you when you're in this end phase of the month, or if you can make the switch even sooner. And we've got Knight of Swords. We've got the divine timing, the temperance energy. We have the Hanged Man, which is all about seeing things from outside of the box or manifesting from the non-physical, from the quantum and into our reality. And we have Justice. Interesting how many of the different signs has had Temperance and Justice, and the same in personal readings that I've been doing at the moment too. There really is this kind of internal balance and set point that we're really trying to modulate towards. And we're seeing this just come up in some things are not fitting at the moment because it's not divine timing, or that there's things that are of a higher manifestation that we're wanting to call through. So that's what we have for you guys for this month. Let's have a look in and see if Spirit can give us some advice, please, in how to best navigate this energy. Because yeah, it does look like that you need to get super, super clear on what it is that you want, set your boundaries, and be careful that you're not creating from the same template that you have in other, whether it's work situations, relationships. And again, this is a reminder, if you do want to dive deeper and go further in on a one-on-one reading, definitely recommend the Psychic Tarot reading where we can look into things specifically just for you. So the advice from Spirit, let me just see which cards are sort of shining and standing out. This one, I'll take this one. Thank you. Okay, so we're being given 4 cards. And we'll flip these over. This is the Star Tarot. Okay, so advice that we have from Spirit, this is to just be really careful. This is called the Strife card, 5 of Wands. You guys know that this is what I call too many cooks in the kitchen. So it's people that are perhaps meddling or interfering. We see this as a volcano, similar to Tower energy that's literally erupting. So with the 5 of Wands energy, it's Saturn. And with this, there's a sense of control or a sense of other people like wanting to have control around you is what I'm sensing and feeling with this. We have the Empress energy. So make sure that you're relaxing, that you're rejuvenating. This is the Queen of Queens. We see here the owl delivering this beautiful guiding light with the star. And we see all of this fertility energy too, and beautiful swans. So a lot of this is to let go of things that are affecting or bothering us on the physical level, and even things that are bothering us on the spiritual level. This is to come back to a time with yourself, to connect into your own energy, to meditate and to reflect and to tap into your spirituality and the messages that are coming through. And I'm hearing the word specifically that this is also connected to your higher calling, which I do feel this could even be why we're being drawn to Kunzite for the crystal for this month. We then have the 2 of Cups, followed by the 10 of Pentacles. So with this is about love, connection, contracts. Just be careful because it is Mercury retrograde season soon too. So we also see the 10 of Pentacles, which is wealth. So there could be an opportunity that Spirit's talking about. You can up level and move away from, I'm pretty sure Spirit said the word dusty energy in one of the other readings. So whether this is you moving away from a dusty relationship, a dusty workplace, and what they mean by dusty is just like stale, stagnant, old, icky energy that just like, ooh. Or to quote, I forget her name, what is it on Schitt's Creek? Ew, David. So there's that kind of energy that we're seeing. And with this line in the sand, it might be that, you know, we feel feelings for someone, or we feel a certain way about our job. And then it's like, ooh, David, type feeling that pops up. So let me know in the chat below. You can drop a purple heart if you don't want to say anything. But yeah, that's the energy that we have moving forward. And it looks like that it's to really get to know yourself again, to really tap deep into what it is that you desire, because it's all available to you as well. Anyway, hope you enjoyed your reading. If you would like to go further and book a one-on-one session with me, everything's in the description box below. The potions are over on at Alchemy Potions.com, which is in the description below. And make sure to check out your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus sign, and pass this on to a beautiful Scorpio. Thank you for all of your likes and subscribes too.